Welcome back. You made it. It is day 11 of the 21 Days of Prayer, 21-day devotion where we pause to reconnect with God and to reconnect with ourselves. We are chugging right along. It's so good to see you guys. Um, let us breathe. Let's hop into some breath so that we can get started with our intention tonight and catch up. So, if you are not already in a comfortable seated position, go ahead and find yourself one. And lengthen your spine. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Your chin to be parallel from the ground. You're going to release any tension that you might be holding on to. Yeah. Release any tension that you might be holding on to. We're going to breathe it out. Hope you had a good day. But anything that we don't need as we enter into this space, this sacred space together, we're going to go ahead and let it go. So, if you are ready and you are comfortable, go ahead and lower your gaze and close your eyes, and we are going to take 3 collective breaths. Okay? Deep breath in. And let it go. Deep breath in. And let it go. One more. And let it go. How was that? After I breathe, I like to do a quick body scan to see if I'm holding on to tension anywhere still. I'm feeling some in this shoulder right here. So I will address that later, but that's one thing about taking a minute and connecting to your breath. It allows your body room to speak in a way that it may not have had time to all day. I've been busy. Okay. So tonight I want to talk to you about being happy. And even just that word, that intention, I wonder what it is bringing up for you on the other side of the camera. I know that when I thought about this earlier today, I remembered what it used to mean to me a long time ago versus what it means to me now. And specifically, I was married a long time ago. I was really young, and I remember being young and people asking me, are you happy? And I remember too, at the time, I was the youngest person on my job, and people saying that was a big accomplishment, and was I happy? And I remember when those questions would come up around those two different things, I remember always saying yeah, and I always remember feeling like that was the goal, to be happy. And so now, all these many years later, and this time around, and in my marriage now, if somebody were to ask me, am I happy and is that the goal, my perspective has changed so much, because I feel like it's not my goal to be happy in any one area of my life, for one. I don't feel like I have to choose between being happy with this area of my life and having balance and success and achievement in this area and not in this area. I think now more so than wanting to be happy in any lane, I want to be whole. I want to feel whole. Meaning, if something shifted with a career or something shifted in a relationship or a marriage, would I still be okay? Would you still be okay? Because happiness is not sustainable 24/7 consistently, because life gives you ups and downs. And not that you can't have deep joy as a result of being present and in gratitude, but I don't think happiness is what I'm chasing. I don't feel like the appearance of happiness is what I desire to even put out to the world. I much rather be whole at this stage of the game, at this age. And I want to kind of unpack that with you. And I wonder what happiness means to you, if that's your goal. But I remember when I was younger, like in my 20s, and how, and it might still be a debate, but there was always a big debate as to whether or not a woman could have it all. Because she had the family and the career success and healthy friendships and all her desires all in one. And I felt like any woman that was not, quote unquote, winning in all of those areas was made to feel like she was at a deficit, or maybe even that something was wrong with her, or that she had made wrong decisions. And life is so cyclical. It's like, I don't even know why that was even a thing back then, or why that burden was placed upon the shoulders. And I really never heard that about a man, honestly. Like, that was always something that was posed to women. Like, can a woman have it all? Can she be both mom, homemaker, wife, and career woman, accomplishing her goals? And it's like, I think the wrong question was being asked. Because if you're whole, that means that all your parts are working together in order to create harmony and balance. And at any one given time, you might need to be leaning into one area of your life and putting more energy towards one area of your life. And in another season, it might look differently. So this idea that we have to be at a constant state of producing fruit in 50 different areas is so unrealistic. But I feel like if we have wholeness and we're grounded in this idea that all of my parts are working together, each one is having its season to shine when it's that time, and all things are working in harmony to bring balance to my life in a way that no matter what happens in life, it's all contributing to my evolution. So whether I'm happy in a relationship, or I'm in a season where I'm unhappy in a relationship, I'm in a place that's grounded enough to say that whatever it is that I'm experiencing, I'm allowing that to be a catalyst for my continued evolution and my growth. That makes me whole. That makes me centered and growing all the time. And so happiness, luckily, is one of the byproducts of being whole. But it's not a constant. It's not a constant state. It's just like asking a fruit tree or a flower to be in bloom all year long. That defies nature. That's not really real. Like, it's just not. And so I just wonder if you guys have really thought about that and what that means for you, what that looks like for you. But it's like, I want to be in relationship with all of my parts, and each one collectively serving my purpose and in season. Because in one season, it might require me to be investing in my family more, depending on what stage my kids are in. And then another season, it might be most fruitful and beneficial for me to be giving to career goals more, or to my purpose, or pouring into others outside of the home. And so the goal is, if I'm whole, I'm in touch with my intuition, I'm in touch with my emotions, I'm in touch with my spiritual body, I'm in touch with my mental body, and I'm very aware of where I need to be going, when I need to be going, and an appreciation of everything that I'm experiencing, no matter what the experience is. There are no bad parts of the experience, all just necessary. And so whether or not I'm happy really becomes less important. There's less spotlight on if I'm happy. but I am. I think when we shift the purpose of happiness to something that is just a part of the experience and not something that we're consistently chasing, uh, I think we allow life to happen exactly the way that it's supposed to happen. We're not forcing anything. We're in flow. Um, we're in a place of acceptance of the duality that life brings, and we just continue to grow more grounded and more centered as we move in that direction, and from that place, a place of wholesomeness, heart centeredness, and not a desire to be happy all the time. I'd rather be in deep gratitude and joy, no matter what comes my way, than happy all the time. And especially if I'm trying to assign it to any one area of my life, those areas include other people sometimes. So if something shifts in my marriage and I'm no longer happy there because that person decided to do something that went against what makes me happy, then what? So I think that, yeah, it's always about being as intentional as you can with the way that you're living and the way that you're growing. So I guess what I want to pray for us tonight is to be made whole. So if you're ready, let's get comfortable again, and let me pray for you. You go ahead and lower your gaze or close your eyes, whatever is most comfortable for you. And let me pray for you. Dear Lord, I thank you so much for this opportunity to come together again, to gather under one intention, one heart. I pray for everybody that is on the other end of this video, anybody who has set the time aside to be intentional about what it is that they're doing in this very moment. I pray that you bless them, bless their homes, bless their families, bless the work of their hands. Give them wisdom liberally. You know exactly what it is that they need at this time. I pray that you would add it to them. Nothing that they have to earn, just add it to them. I pray that they would have success in everything that they put their heart to and their mind to. But I pray that that success is one that doesn't go away when life shifts and when life happens. I pray for wholeness, God, so that they can adapt to whatever it is that they come up against. I pray that they have happiness, but I pray that that happiness is rooted in wholeness. So no matter what they experience, that change that can happen in a circumstance in an instant, that it doesn't knock them off their square, that it doesn't have them question everything. I pray for a security that only you can give. It's a peace in knowing that no matter what happens, we are never alone. And instead of trying to win at every game, may we be nourished in all of our parts in an effort to live well and do well in every area. May we all become masters of self, understanding all our parts and how they're working together to always keep us in health and wholeness. May we look at even hardships as a blessing as they are continuing to push us further and further into our destinies. I pray that we give ourselves the gifts of no longer creating a competition with the different areas of our lives, having to be the best at this and then trying to be the best at this, but just allowing ourselves to be compassionate with ourselves, to take our time while we're living, to be observers of the experience without judgment, just love. And I pray that we are creating the very life that we desire from a place that's heart-centered, from a place that's rooted and grounded in you, God. I pray that we go from a place of trying to perform and look like we have it all together to a place of softness and presence and just being. I pray that everybody under the sound of my voice know that exactly where they are today, they are enough. They are enough. There's nothing that they would ever have to do to earn your love. They come here with it. So I pray that as we continue to grow and evolve, that each and every one of us will continue to be in community, to assist each other with our gifts, I pray for wisdom continue to come and just be poured out from you to me. Please continue to use me being a vessel. I pray that light comes in when I speak. I pray that the Spirit of God is what they hear on the other end of this video. I pray that each and every person here would be able to be softer and kinder with themselves. Not trying to be the very best at everything, not trying to prove to everybody that they're so happy they can't stand it, but allow themselves to be wherever they are and know that they are in the exact right place, the place that you have called them to in this moment, that they are enough and that they are well and that they are well loved. So I thank you and I praise you for this time. May you keep us until we meet again. In your name I pray. Ashe and Amen. Okay. Well, that's it for day 11. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.